All right, Justin Zavala. Hello.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you?
All right, how are you doing?
Very well.
All right, let me just pull up his PSI and his. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 5695 and 2022 CR 6022. State versus Justin Adrian Zavala. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Neil Kalfas on behalf of Mr. Justin Zavala, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Zavala?
Yes, no.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty and the cause number ended in 5694 and a plea of guilty to count 2 and the cause number ended in 6022 and 6022 according to the plea bargain agreement. Punishments be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application and the cases were run concurrently. And in the cause number ended in 5695. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 6 years in the prison. State is silent on your application and the cause numbers are to run concurrently. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state? Defense?
Yes, ma'am, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report, state? Defense?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses? The state is silent.
Judge, I don't have any witnesses, but I would like to make some arguments to the court. I did bring some exhibits. I apologize to the court for not getting those to the court ahead of time, but I'll just start off by pointing out that Mr. Zavala is currently employed part-time. He works 20 to 30 hours a week doing tattoo work just because it allows him to do his primary and his main job, which is be a father to his 2 twin daughters. He has 2 daughters that are 13 years old. They are currently attending Brentwood Middle School. They're both doing very, very good in school. He is a very good father, as evidenced by I brought some pictures just for the court to look at.
Any objections to the court viewing photographs?
And essentially he is the one that gets them up in the morning, makes breakfast for them, brushes their teeth, makes sure that they're dressed properly and that they get off to school in time, as well as does that, in the afternoon when it's time for them to come home. He had the hearing was contested before a district court judge in family court, and he was granted I guess pretty much the primary custodian.
Any objection to the court reviewing the order from the civil court? All right, so this is joint managing conservatorship, correct?
It's joint managing conservatorship, and he was given if you look at near the top, it has the duties and obligations of the mother of the children, but he was given the right to designate the primary residence for the children. And so the children were essentially placed with him and have lived with him for the better part of their lives, actually most of their lives. He additionally has a 6-month-old daughter that he sees very regularly. He's in the process of putting himself on child support for that. I brought the verification letter verifying that he's employed, if the court would like to see that.
Yes.
And then he is also
Any objections to the court reviewing?
he's also applied and been given benefits for his daughters to help take care of those. And so I wanted the court to see some of that stuff just so the court knows that he is in fact a very, very responsible father. He's living in his mother's house currently with his daughters. He knows he's been in this court enough times in preparation for today to know the serious nature and the gravity of his circumstances. He has seen this court admonish numerous people in the past and knows what he's up against. We're respectfully asking the court to grant his application for deferred adjudication.
All right, anything you wish to say?
Your Honor, I made a mistake.
No, you did not. You made a choice.
Yes, ma'am. I made the choice and I'm going to be held accountable.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Justin Adrian Zavala.
All right, your attorney has presented information to the court that you have 2 daughters that live with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
and your attorney stated that they've been living with you for a majority of their life,
Sir.
then why are you making choices that put in jeopardy your ability to have them stay with you?
At the time, I wasn't thinking clearly. Over the past year, it's been a little difficult for me to process a lot of things.
All right, you're speaking very fast.
I'm sorry. When I found out having a third child, it was unplanned. I wasn't sure how to deal with it. I made excuses, and I made poor judgment. But again, as I said, I want to be held accountable for my actions. I want to set the example for my daughter that, you know, we make a choice, we have to deal with the consequences.
All right, and if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
All right, any questions from the state? I know you're silent, but any questions as it relates to facts or no? Any questions, defense?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, just have a seat. I'm going to think on your application for a moment.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Justin Zavala. We're back on the record in 2024 CR 6022, State versus Justin Zavala, and also cause number 2024 CR 5695. So this is what I'm going to tell you. From reviewing your case and what you were up to in 6022, you really should be going to prison. The only thing that is saving you right now from going to prison is the fact that you have two children that on the civil side, they've placed them into your custody. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is the only reason. And I don't want them to be in a situation where they don't have any parent to take care of them at all. And it appears that there was no one else available to take care of them because the civil court placed you in there as their guardian and had them live with you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
From here on out, and the defense will tell you this, you need to walk the straight and narrow. One, because you have two children who, well, now three, who are looking up to you. And they need to know what the rules are and follow those rules. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And cause number 6022, this is what the court will do. Court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 5695. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's going to be field visits until further notice. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs, or you can do the patch. The patch costs more, but the patch allows you more freedom because you don't have to sit and wait for somebody to do the UA. So I'll allow regular random UAs or either the patch. There should be 300 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are complete, that will deduct 100 hours from the community service restitution. Probation, anything else needed with regards to that cause number? Okay. I'm sorry, in that cause number, of course, I'm finding the defendant guilty. I'm not going to grant his application for deferred adjudication. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the cause number ending in 5695, the court is finding you guilty. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 6022. Court is going to order regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, ignition interlock for half the term, proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits until further notice. 300 hours of community service restitution. Again, probation, the parenting classes, once that's completed, the court will deduct 100 hours of your community service restitution. Regular, and also with the regular random UAs, make sure he's tested for alcohol, but you can also wear the patch on that as well. DWI education course, DWI intervention, and the impact panel live. And the court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. And there's to be field, I already said field visits. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in that cause number?
No,
All right, and I need your client to sign this,
Yes, ma'am.
please. And also in the cause number ending in 5695, there's to be a 2-year driver's license suspension. All right, we can go off the record. The way your children save you from going to prison is the way you need to start standing up and saving them. You understand?
yes, sir.
Everything you do from here on out, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 6 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. And I always tell people, you should do things and want to be better for yourself. But if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your children. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And this court communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Chris. May I be excused?
Yes, thank
Thank
you.